and also earlier in January. Now, reporter Sibongile Mkani Mpolweni filed this report.
Good morning. We're coming to you live from the Lebombo Border Post between Mozambique and South Africa, where traffic is trickling in. Motorists and public transport cars have been passing by. We have the MEC of Community Safety and Security Liaison in Mpumalanga, MEC Ngomane. MEC, we were at the 14-kilometer pass point. Just take us through what happens when you get to that 14 kilometers before you reach the border.
No, at that particular point, that is where we're trying to divert traffic. The traffic which we think is going to cause congestion, we divert it into Kupasdal Road. The sedans and traffic which don't think is going to cause congestion on our road, we leave them to go straight. So that is where but there, in that particular point also, there's a search of, there's a traffic officers, SABC, Home Affairs. They allow everything which they think cannot go through there. They check everything there. So I think that is where we screen what can go through and what can be arrested into.
I understand you do check buses there. At the buses, do you also check the people, the passports and everything?
Yes, we check everything. As I've told you, that that is where we screen everything. Home Affairs, they do their work. But when they divert to that particular Kupasdal route, they come back to Home Affairs again to N4. So we just want to see to make the work to be very easy when they get to kilometer 7.
In the past, before there was that kilometer 14 and kilometer 7, I understand that there was traffic congestion, which is why now you've tried to limit the congestion. How is it inside when you get into the border?
You will understand, Sibongile, that when they get into kilometer 7, that is where they stamp passports, everything, and there we escort those who are ready to get through to Mozambique. So when they get to kilometer 7, everything is sorted. Everybody knows what to be done. That is why we are going to, when they get into the border, everything is a bit better.
Lastly, the border is now operating 24 hours until when?
It will operate 24 hours up until the 9th of January.
Thank you. That was the MEC telling us what is happening throughout the routes. So he's saying that at kilometer 7, passports are checked and then they escort you right through the border, so that those long queues that we used to see here at the border post are no longer a thing of the past, because by the time you get to 7, your passport is checked. But they are saying that that there might be people who are taking chances along the road. When you get here, even though you were checked at kilometer 7, when you get here, just behind me, I'm just going to move, their vehicles are again checked by members of the South African Police Services, where they are checking if your car is roadworthy, your license, and if you are not transporting any illegal items that are destined for Mozambique. We know that there is a BMW car here that has been tampered with, that has since been arrested. It was not allowed to cross because they regard that car as a stolen car. It's parked here. They are also still working through the sidelines of the border, the fence, where you have this SANDF as well as the members of the police, where we know that we've reported on those cases throughout the year where cars have been crossing the border, especially SUVs and 4x4s, cars that have been stolen and are getting crossed there. They are saying they've intensified their personnel there as well as here in the border. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Thanks, Sibongile.